We got 1, 2, 3 different knives we're going to be checking out in this video today. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we got two knives from Vosteed. We got one from CJRB. This one's feeling a little heavy here, so that's interesting. We got a more premium Vosteed, more budget one. This should be an interesting upload. We're going to go ahead and go in that exact same order here, and we're going to have the Vosteed Corgi V do the honors with the V anchor lock. This one has the doodle monster going on there. Beautiful street art. This is one of 3 different models that has that specific art style right now. These are available if you want to pick them up as well. I'll link this one also down below so you guys can check them out. So let's see what Vosteed is up to. We have a Vosteed Shilin Cutter, and it looks like they're doing a refresh to it. If we can get in here and put the password. Hello, can I open the box? Thank you. Here we go. Let's see what the refresh on the Shilin Cutter is all about. All right, we got the knife pouch right there. We got some paperwork, a wiping cloth, right, little card and a sticker. But here we go. Let's take a look. The Shilin Cutter is actually one of my favorite Vosteeds. I do like the geometry on it. It's actually very unique, very interesting. Here we go. For starters, ladies and gentlemen, we have the, I want to say this is the, there's a specific name for it. I'll put it on the screen. This particular mic holder right here has been really popping with Vosteed lately. I know Kaiser has been doing it as well quite a bit. And it looks like they have it going on here all throughout the handles. The liners are recessed, and we have a matching micarta backspacer. And the good news is we got the V anchor lock on this one as well. We got a front flipper, back flipper, and thumb stud. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Bam, there is the geometry on the Shilin Cutter, right? Beautiful leaf-shaped geometry, kind of kukri style with a full flat grind. This thing is super thin, super slicey. I mean, absolutely great geometry for everyday use. It kind of gives you a little bit of belly, right? Like a good drop point blade. It also gives you a tip nice and low, just like a Warncliffe or a Sheepsfoot blade. So it definitely has the best of both worlds, if you ask me, and I absolutely love it for that. We have a good plunge grind situation, and we have a very strong locking system. If you haven't looked into the V anchor lock, I want to say Vosteed debuted it maybe a year or 2 years ago, and I mean, I've been just loving every single model that comes out with the V anchor lock. Deep pocket carry clip, somehow not reversible. That would probably be my only piece of feedback. Just a filler tab right there so that lefties can enjoy, right, the V anchor lock. After all, I mean, you got everything you need to make it an ambidextrous knife. I'm not even left-handed, and I'm over here making it work. I feel like, hold on a second, the thumb studs might be a little bit loose. Might be a good time to bring out the Drive-R-Saurus here from Kansept EDC. That looks like it's going to be a T6, so let's just go ahead and adjust that really quick. It comes with a diversified bit set right there, so let me just go ahead and swap these out really quick and just tighten up that thumb stud. Otherwise, it's going to drive me a little insane. I mean, for the first time ever, a thumb stud comes a little bit loose. That has never happened. But yeah, quick fix, not a big deal at all. So we got thumb stud deployment. That front flipper is going to be pretty sweet as well. And we got a back flipper also going on there. The great news as far as ergos go, right, we got a full 4-finger grip, able to get a full purchase, right, with average size hands, and then you can forward choke as well for better control. It works really good with this pinch like this, or a little pinch grip for package opening, Amazon box cutting and things like that. So very nice. Again, a very slicey geometry, ergos. And as far as squeezing on the handle, they have a very comfortable pocket clip. This thing has been tried and true here for years now. Great recipe for a pocket clip. And so, I mean, overall, you're getting a very fidgety knife that's also going to be very, very strong. Again, if you're brand new to the V anchor lock, I mean, this is one of the strongest and also coolest pivot-oriented locking systems out there in the market. And with this new refresh, right, we got the sort of rose gold. I know some companies call it something different. Copper, bronze looking blade here. 154 cm steel. It's a good combo, right, with the blue, if you ask me. Got the blue hues. Got some natural micarta going on there. Got that ripple effect going on the handle. That's looking absolutely sweet. And I am here for it. The Shilin Cutter making an absolute great first impression here. Definitely a Vosteed you should look into. We're going to have it do the honors here for the next knife from CJRB. Do we have a hint? Yes, no. It's called the Doubletap. Black D2 blade with a black G10 handle. That's going to be interesting. If you're ready, I'm ready. I mean, it's got some weight to the box. So if it is what I think it is, holy smokes, guys. We're looking at a chunk of a knife. Wiping cloth and silica gel on the box. It comes in a little Ziploc plastic bag here. And, whew, my goodness, guys. Holy smokes. Let's go ahead and get into it. Double Tap. That is a pretty cool name if you ask me. Check this thing out. An absolute beast, right? Got the girth going on for sure, right? Black G10 handles here with proud liners and orange little pop of color there. G10 backspacer. A very accentuated lanyard hole there for my lanyard people. We got a pocket clip. Not the deepest carry, but it has a very interesting design. Doesn't necessarily translate well for a reversible clip unless they added an additional one. So that's not the case. I mean, it is a crossbar lock. It's got this spine right here. So is it the recoil lock from the bolt? Let's go ahead and find out. Big old thumb studs. Oh man, let's go ahead and send it here. I'm gonna go with the spine lock. There we go. Let's do it justice. This is a chunk of blade, man. There's a guillotine going on right here. Holy macaroni. It is nice and jimped. I like that. One of the best things I like about the recoil lock is it works just like a crossbar lock, but it also works very similar to a spine lock. Something like the Winter Blade Co. Stealth Lock or the, of course, very popular Shark Lock from Demco Knives. So yeah, definitely very fidgety there. Thumbs up deployment is good. Reverse flick, absolutely, really good. And then, whoo, we got a chunk of D2 blade, black coated for corrosion resistance. I should probably set it down here. Some of you guys like to take some pictures and things like that. Got a good chunk of belly, right, with a very tall flat grind. Very nice plunge grind situation right there, right? Got the CJRB logo. On the other side, everything, the model number and D2 steel is very small. I do like the cutouts here on the G10, right? Kind of gives me like Tundra vibes. Kind of gives me Artisan Cutlery Proponent vibes. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting it next to those other two beasts here in just a second. You already know. It is so chunky. I mean, it's not even milled inside for weight reduction. That is just part of the trick here. Kind of giving you that robust weight feel to it, right? The fact that you are carrying a pocket tank, that is intentional. That is absolutely intentional. This is not a bug out in any way, shape, or form. This is an absolute pocket beast, right? Pocket monster here, if you ask me. Holy macaroni. Now, ergos, I mean, I got the KFC spork size baby hands right here, if you know what I mean.
Am I crazy? Or is your hand really small?
About the size of a KFC spork.
And I'm able to get a full hammer grip. Still plenty of handle here. Nice finger choice so you can forward choke on this thing. If you got big old bear paws, you are going to be good to go. This knife, obviously, extra large in size. Very comfortable. You get good control of the blade. That belly is going to be great for tabletop cutting. It's going to be a good slicer. Anything you want to do hardcore, right? This is the kind of knife that will be able to pretty much do anything you throw at it. That's a fact. Now look at this crazy thickness on the blade, man. That is wild, absolutely wild. If I can find my calipers, that'll be nice. Here we go. All right, looking at a thickness on the blade of 0.19. Nope, I lied, 0.18. And then thickness on the handle is 0.60. The average typically on the handle is 0.5 or half an inch. And 0.12 is typically the average on the blade here in the channel. So 0.18 is definitely quite a bit thicker for sure. We got to get the good old scale out here just to see where this guy comes in. I'm going to do a little bit of a guess. I want to say 9 to 10 ounces, somewhere in there. Actually, look at that. Not that as crazy as I thought, even though you do feel the weight a tad bit. 8.6 ounces, not bad. I mean, given the overbuilt nature. 242 grams for my friends across the pond. Yeah, pretty reasonable weight for what it is. I mean, it's still going to be a chunker. I mean, this is going to be Chunktavious 9000. That's going to be the nickname. The one thing I really like about this one is, and I really like this on the bolt, was the recoil lock. And again, I really like this implementation. It's nice and thick for what it is. You're moving a chunk of blade. I can get at it with the jimping. It helps a lot. Nice and easy to manipulate the blade, whether you do my little pinch crossbar lock approach or you go right kind of the shark lock right style deployment. What a sweet chunker here. We got to do a size comparison. Now the curiosity just got into me, you know what I'm saying? Here is the Tundra, another crazy overbuilt model from CJRB. Right, you can see the theme here with the cutouts on the G10 handle. This one's also D2, prow liners and so on. All right, look at the difference right there. I want to say the double tap is maybe a hair longer. Definitely has way more belly, right, than the Tundra. Here's the original overbuilt tank from Artisan Cutlery. Again, CJRB being a sister brand under the Artisan Cutlery umbrella. The Proponent here, same deal, D2, right? Massively overbuilt chunker. This is the one that started it all. And then the Tundra came around, and now we got the double tap. Which of these beasts speaks to you the most? I'm here for all of them. Option D, all the above. I'll take them for sure. Definitely going to be spicing up my overbuilt pocket tanks collection. Now, one detail I'm noticing here is the fact that on the Tundra and the Proponent, you do have the little holes here so you can put that steel pin through it, right, if you wanted to turn it into as close to a fixed blade as possible. Not the case with the Doubletap, or the Doubletap does not have that feature. They're just counting on the, you know, kind of crossbar lock style mechanism here to be as strong as it can be. And I mean, for what it is, it's actually one of the strongest locking systems out there, right? But yeah, just a nice little detail that these two models have that the Doubletap does not. But wait, there's more, right? We got one more Vosteed to go over here. This is going to be an exciting one, guys. It is actually dropping today as of the time of this video. It depends when you're watching the video. I am recording this video as of March 5th, and this bad boy is going to be dropping here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So here we go. We got a very straightforward unboxing, handout, card, sticker, and wiping cloth. And let's check out this new model. Now, this is something to get excited about, ladies and gentlemen. We got everyone's favorite, probably your first model Vosteed you ever bought, the Raccoon, but with a special sauce. And this is a pretty cool color. I'm glad they actually sent it in this color. It's funny because it kind of blends in with the background a little bit, but there's a little bit of an accent right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the Raccoon TLL. What is new about this one? Well, just gonna break it down a little bit. We got G10 on the handles here. We got the button operated liner lock, everyone's favorite button lock these days, proud liners. We got an aluminum back spacer that matches the thumb studs. Very, very nice. The pocket carry clip that's reversible. I mean, they got everything right that you could possibly want from a good EDC knife. But instead of a drop point blade, well, bam, check it out, guys. We are getting a Sheepsfoot blade, reverse tanto, whatever you want to call it. That is about time. It is about time the Raccoon got a geometry upgrade, and I am here for it. I'm absolutely loving it right there with the fuller stonewash finish and a flat grind. 14C 28N steel. I wrote to Vosteed and I'm like, listen, if you ever make a Warncliffe version of the Raccoon, I will be the happiest man alive for the rest of my life. You know, I love Sheepsfoots and I love Warnies. Those are my favorite kind of geometries all day. And this one absolutely scratches that itch. So, man, let's sort of break it down a little bit. Obviously, you got the, you know, similar proportions here as you're used to, right, with a brand new geometry. I feel like the fuller absolutely adds a little bit of personality. I absolutely like that. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm just going to say this off the rip here. Couple, seconds, maybe a minute into checking this knife out. This one right here is going to be an absolute home run for Vosteed. I can already see it. I know people love Sheepsfoots. They love, you know, Warnies in general. They're very utilitarian for like everyday tasks, right? If you're doing utility cuts, draw cuts, right? It's a very utilitarian geometry. At the same time, you're having a little bit of belly here, so you can still do a little bit of tabletop cutting, and it's going to be a slicer through and through. Now, for a budget knife, man, come on. They can't get much better than this. I know the Porcupine from Vosteed is another home run, right? Another great value proposition. But the Raccoon is the OG. It's the one that started it all. It was my first Vosteed I ever checked out, to be honest. Back then, it was on the crossbar lock. Later, they upgraded into this version with the button-operated liner lock. They have many models with that locking system, which people love. So I'm getting at it here. Spidey flick, absolute money.
Money!
Thumb stud deployment, that is money.
Money!
And you can deploy off of the button itself. I do like the little diamond pattern on the button. Adds an additional grip, if you would. And it just works really good. I mean, very, very smooth on ball bearings. You already know the ergos are going to be amazing. I'm able to get a full purchase hammer grip here with my average size hands. You know, forward choke as well here with this nice little finger choil area. As a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at this, right, this has got the handle of the Raccoon 2.0 that we looked at recently. So they did a revision here in the finger choil area. They kind of adjusted a few things. They added some jimping right here in the front. And this is, yeah, definitely a better experience when you forward choke, right? Gives you nice and comfortable grip there. You get more control of the blade as you're cutting. Here we go. I always find that it is better to show than tell. And here is the 2.0 Raccoon, right? You can see the similarities here with the handle, right? Definitely got that improved sort of finger choil area. And this is, in case you're wondering, this is what the original geometry looked like, right? With the beautiful drop point blade right there. You get a taller flat grind, but you don't get that fuller, right? On the regular drop point version. That fuller and the Sheepsfoot blade is on this TLL version. And here's next to one of my other all-time favorite Vosteeds in the budget category. This is the new Porcupine, and this is the G10 version. Also 14C28N on all these. Great finger choil, great, amazing execution through and through. And again, you know, Vosteed is just one of those brands that they absolutely knock out their premium knives, but they also make amazing, amazing budget, everyday, no frills, no hassle, just straight up, very functional, everyday tools. They just work and feel great on the hand. Can't go wrong with a Vosteed, especially, I mean, if you're new to the EDC world, welcome. You're in for a treat. You must be living under a rock if you haven't heard of Vosteed up until this point. And if you have, you already know, right? You probably own a Vosteed or 2 or maybe 10. It definitely can get wild and crazy like that. Yo guys, it is me from the future. Really quick, to answer the $1 million question, right? Some of you guys are probably wondering, does it reverse flick off the fuller? I don't know how I didn't cover that on the original video, but the answer is yes, absolutely 1000%. Fuller deployment is a go and very satisfying as well. Bam. So that adds yet another deployment option for this little guy. But there you have it. That is a quick overview, right, of the new TLL Vosteed Raccoon right there, button operated liner lock. Well, I'm going to give you a little profile right here. You do get that double jimping zone on the drop point model, right? This one only has this amount of jimping right there. Again, not a deal breaker. You are getting a more utilitarian blade. Let's go ahead and just do a quick recap. We looked at 3 absolute bangers here from all kinds of reasons. We looked at, first of all, the Shillin Cutter, right? Very premium knife here with a very unique geometry on the blade, right? Premium 154 cm steel, and it's got that V anchor lock. Then we looked at the wild absolute beast that is the double tap with the recoil lock from CJRB, and last but not least, a refresh on the Raccoon with a new geometry, the Raccoon TLL, guys. Which one of these stands out to you the most? Which one do you like the most? What do you like about them, love about them, anything you dislike about them? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. All feedback is welcome. Links to all these in the description and pinned comments. Those help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at 0 extra cost. Shout out to Vosteed and CJRB for sending these in for me to check out and share with you guys, and a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters and channel members for supporting what I do here. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.